Okay, one sec. Dude, we need to talk. But first, oh my God, that's the fan. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna eat this and then we'll talk. Okay, I kinda lied. Because I'm gonna eat this too, this bagel. Gluten-free bagel. Soon, just wait. Oh my God. Okay. Time to talk. This is a new angle too, but the lighting is like on point. So, we have stuff to talk about. The stuff being, because I think for the last like 4 videos, I've said, oh, in the next video, I'm probably gonna tell you about this. I'm probably gonna explain this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I never have, so finally, I'm going to. Thing that I have to explain. I've been putting out videos at a faster rate than I ever have on this channel, which is great. I'm very happy that I'm actually doing that, but you might wonder why. Why am I able to do that now versus any other time that this channel has existed? And it is because, as you know, the coronavirus pandemic is a thing. And let me explain my school situation first, because then it'll make more sense. So, what I was doing for school, straight out of high school, I went to Oakton Community College, which is a community college in Illinois, and they have online classes that they offer, and since I live in Wisconsin, that was obviously a good thing. So I did online classes, fully online, like 2 to 3 classes per semester from high school to right now. And, well, from high school until spring of 2020. And then when spring of 2020 came around, I was supposed to take a math class and another class, and the math class, the teacher, I don't know if you've ever taken online classes, some teachers do great with it. They kill it, they do such a good job like connecting with the students even though it's on an online platform. But this teacher just gave us a book and was like, there's a quiz on this date, and whenever I had a question, she just said to look at the book. So I was like, can't do that, drop that class, was down to 1 or 2 other classes, and I just really forget what the specifics of it were, but I really didn't want to do school that semester. I wanted to start fresh in the fall at a real school. Excuse me. Which is why I was supposed to transfer to UW-Milwaukee in the fall of 2020. And then March came around.
The spread of the coronavirus.
There are new suspected cases in California, Oregon, and Washington.
If I get corona, I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying.
I understand that this news is concerning.
Here, other than go to the bars or the beach, and they're closing all of it. It's really messing. I think they're blowing it way out of proportion.
The patient is in isolation at a hospital.
What we know now is that the virus is here, present at some level, but we still don't know to what degree.
The Dow Jones Industrial Average was clobbered for a 7th straight day. A number of colleges and universities are suspending their study abroad programs and recalling students to the U.S.
Which was not good. And because of that, a lot of schools have been doing fully online classes or partially online, partially in person with masks, etc., etc. And I was supposed to do 1 summer class to have enough credits to transfer to UW-Milwaukee, and I started to do the summer class, and I was looking at what UW-Milwaukee classes were gonna be like, and it was still so messed up, and I was gonna be paying full tuition for not the education that I wanted to get from a real school rather than online classes, because it was still gonna be mostly online, and I didn't want that. So what I decided to do, I sat down with my family and kind of talked it out with them, because obviously, you know, no parents are gonna be like, yeah, drop out of school, do whatever you want, dude. It wasn't gonna happen. So, talked to my mom first about it, and I knew that kind of it would be easier to explain the whole thing to my dad, but my mom was kind of the one that wanted me to go to school more, so I knew that could be a challenge. So, explained to her how I just kind of have this feeling, because I love making these videos, so like editing them, filming them, doing cool stuff to film for them. It's so much fun, and I know that that's not for everybody, obviously, but I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy riding my bike, which obviously you've seen through these videos, and they kind of go hand in hand, and I wanted to be able to put more effort towards making videos and like give it an actual, you know, attempt on my part, and towards riding, you know, putting more effort towards that so I can actually practice and become better. But I didn't want to sacrifice anything like school for that, which is why I hadn't been, you know, making these videos so consistently in the past. So I explained that whole thing to her, and she agreed, you know, a little bit at first, that she understood where I was coming from. And she said, well, we came to the agreement, why don't I take a full year off, so starting fall of 2020, full year off till next fall semester, and just see where things lie. Because she didn't like the idea of paying full tuition price for not the actual college's experience, and I didn't like that idea. And so part of the reason I'm taking the year off is to kind of let things go back to normal, so that I can get the real school experience. And then the other reason is because that gives me more time to put effort towards things like this, and, you know, think of it like a job. And I'm still working. I work at Trader Joe's, so I work there 3 to 4 days a week-ish. And so I'll be making money doing that, but, you know, I want to put effort towards these videos, and I want to put effort towards getting better on my bike and competing when there's competitions and stuff like that. So I can actually have the time to put effort towards those things and to make it feel like a real job, because that would be the dream job for me. If I could travel and make videos and do all that kind of thing, that would literally be my dream. So that's where we're at as far as videos go in my life, because all I want to do right now is frickin' travel. And I don't want to travel like under the conditions right now. I know that there's going to be people that like, oh my god, you can't go travel because then you'll die or you'll kill someone else. Yeah, obviously, dude. That's why I'm not going to travel. Like, no, I just want to. I'm so sick of being in the same spot, but I'm not doing anything crazy, don't worry. What else? I know there's more. One sec, let me take a thumbnail real quick. Alright, I got one. So, I know there's more to this. So, I've been looking at life in general, like, more deeply lately. And I know that the way that I'm about to explain things is not for everyone. I'm not saying that this is the way to live life or the way to do things, that you're wrong if you do it. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I look at life like the goal is to make sure you're happy, to have fun, to enjoy it. Because if you're not, I don't really see the point. I can't really imagine the idea of just going to school and then getting a job that I don't like and doing that for like decades. I can't even, that would drive me crazy if I just hated that. I couldn't do it. You know, I'm someone who, I think that I could live in somewhere like California. I think that would be a great place for me. Just the whole way that they live life there just seems way more my speed. You know, I wanna do something and push myself to be able to live my dream and accomplish my goals, and this is one of them. Being able to make YouTube videos, ride my bike, do anything in that, you know, realm to make a living, because that would absolutely be my dream. I think that you can do it if you put effort towards it enough, and there's enough people out there who have convinced me that it is possible if I really put my mind to it and put effort towards it. And I don't see a better opportunity. When I saw all the things that were happening with school and the feelings that I kept getting about making videos and riding my bike, it was like too much was aligning for me to say, nah, I won't do that. I feel like I had to take the opportunity that was put in front of me and look at it from a different way, rather than seeing, oh my God, school's gonna suck this year because half of it's online. I can look at it like, well, school isn't gonna be great if I go there, but if I switch my route and try to put effort towards videos and riding and making money for a while, it could really be something. And I also wouldn't be able to stand the idea of continuing through life and just thinking, what if I would have taken that opportunity? What if I would have tried harder to do that? Drive me crazy. You know, you never know what you're able to do until you try. So why wouldn't I go try it? It's a great feeling too. You know, going after your dreams like this. The camera that I have right now is not like some amazing, crazy good camera. There's way better cameras out there, but it works, and you don't need something amazing to do this. My computer that I was using before was the little tiny MacBook from like 5 years ago or something, and it was not doing the job anymore. It was crashing when I was trying to edit, and so I was like, I need a new computer, and I was putting it off, and then I was like, this is my dream. Spending some money to get a computer that helps me with that is not a bad thing at all, so I'm gonna do it. Went to the store, did a little bit of research first. I didn't just buy anything. Spent almost $2,000 on a computer, and it's one of the best decisions that I've made as far as, you know, this all goes. It's helped me make videos faster, get them uploaded faster. The editing itself is easier. So I couldn't be happier that I've done that, and it just makes me think that all this is gonna be more achievable. So I'm really excited. To be honest, I'm so excited to see what the future holds, and when things go back to normal, to be able to travel and film that, and that for the editing to get better, and for the filming for it all just to expand and actually develop. And I'm so excited about it. So the support that you guys give me for these videos means a lot. I see every single comment. I reply to all of them. So please let me know what you think. But there's a few people that I talked to when I was kind of thinking all this through before I had made the decision to kind of cut school like that, and and I was worried that they were gonna say something where I was like, maybe they're right, I shouldn't do that, but it wasn't. There's a teacher from high school, my absolute favorite teacher, taught economics and AP microeconomics for me, and a history world studies class in like freshman year. He was absolutely my favorite teacher, had such a good connection with him, so much respect for him, and I knew that he understood the way that I thought and how I see life. So I reached out to him maybe like the night before I was gonna completely drop my classes and cut like my transfer to UW Milwaukee, and I emailed him, and thankfully he responded back. I thank him a lot for that, because it was an incredible email. It was super touching, and he said a lot of nice things about me, which was incredible. I couldn't appreciate that anymore. And he told me, it was funny because he said it, he goes, the dad in me, and he explained how, you know, there's the chance of not going back to school when you take time off. And I understood that, and I knew that that was a risk. But then he also said that with the talent that I have, when I read the email, I literally cried when I read the email. It made me so happy, and it was so touching to me. But he said with the talent that I have, he thinks that I'm capable of doing anything that I want to. And that if I wouldn't go for this, then I would never know what's possible. And you know, he made the example, which is a great example. All the, you know, celebrities, actors, musicians, football players, basketball, any you know, form of star like that. And even now, like, you have YouTubers and people who play video games and stream it for a living. You know, in the newer generation and older generation, any of those, you know that there were teachers and adults and parents telling them that they'll never achieve that and they're never gonna, you know, get the goal that they have of being that athlete, musician, YouTuber, whatever. And then they do. They go after it and they do it. And even if that's a small percentage, what's the harm in trying? You know, if that's possible for them, it's possible for anyone else too. Just because they're the ones that did it, it doesn't mean you can say no to everybody. So he said, you know, that there were probably those people that said, you know, stick to your day job and do this, do that, and they didn't, and now they're great. So that email meant so much to me, and I think about it all the time since I've been doing this, and I really appreciate it, so thank you for that. And the other person I reached out to was a friend of mine named Michael Laren. He's a professional BMX rider, competes in the X Games. I grew up riding with him. He's an amazing guy. I'm really, truly blessed to be able to call him a friend because he's an incredible human on and off his bike. One of the best people I know in the world. And I reached out to him too, and I kind of ran my situation by him and was like, what do you think? You know, being someone who's in the BMX world and does that, that's their living. He lives in California now. He's from Wisconsin, so you know, he's living nearly the life that I'd want to live. And I asked him what he thought, and he said he doesn't think that opportunity and that kind of idea would stick in your head and seem so important to you if it wasn't meant to be. And it seemed like everything was so lined up, and everyone that I was talking to was saying so many things that just made so much sense to me. So I thought, you know, I have to do this. There's someone, I don't know if you've seen this person on YouTube, Kelly Wakasa. He has quite a few subscribers, but not nearly as many as he deserves. His videos are outstanding. The editing is so on point, and he seems great. So I'd recommend you watch his videos, but he had a video called I Didn't Get Into One College, and he posted it about 6 months ago, and I think that's when I saw it for the first time. And that put the idea in my head that, you know, this could be doable by someone who's not already, you know, 10 million subscribers, 10 million followers into their journey, you know, and they're already extremely successful and saying, well, look, I did it, you know, and it's easy to say when you're at that level, but he is doing it, and he's amazing, and he didn't get into a single college, and the way that he put it, that I completely resonated with how he felt. He was saying how, you know, he was almost embarrassed to say, I didn't go to college, I'm doing this, I'm using this as my creative outlet, I want to do this full time. And he kind of had that fear of missing out on what all his friends were doing, which was going to school and, you know, staying at their college and going to a university. And I completely agreed with him because I couldn't really put my finger on what it was, how I felt. And then now I could. So I just think that, you know, all the stars kind of aligned for me, and this is an opportunity that I couldn't, you know, turn down, so I'm taking it. But I just wanted to update you guys on that and kind of explain what my current situation is. There will be a lot of videos. I'm gonna try to upload once or twice a week. I don't really have a set date or day of the week that I'm uploading because I do work 3 to 4 days a week, so it's gonna be different, but once or twice a week, 100% for sure, every single week. If not more, if I have the time, obviously more, because I like doing it. So I appreciate any support you guys can give me. It literally means the world to me. Without any of you, this would not be achievable at all. So just want to say thank you. Appreciate you watching, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day.